see by the title, right? Today, we are talking about some of our breakout players. All right. Got to talk about some of our breakout players. You already know what it is. Who we expect to break out, right? And have a good season. Who really needs to have a good season, right? So this is impromptu. Everybody in here, man. Like, this is Turf and I have not talked about this before. So this list is going to be on the fly, right? So we're going to come up with 3 to 5 players each, right? That's going to go ahead and we're going to say that need to have a breakout season, right? So let's start with maybe your first player that comes to mind for you, Turf. Who's one player, your first player that comes to mind that needs to have a breakout season, maybe out of necessity for money or just plain to stay on the team?
I think my guy needs to have a breakout season. And that my guy is Nate Hobbs, man. I think he needs a breakout season. He's been fired since we got him. Absolutely somebody that we need and want to keep on the team. But what's going on with the injuries and having to have him play a little bit of the outside. It's like, let's keep this man where he belongs and let him have that breakout year so that we know it's worth paying. You know what I mean?
All right.
I think we already know that anyways. But I mean, set him up for success for once. You know what I mean? And I get it. We had injuries. We had some things that, caused us to put him in harm's way like that. And it didn't really pay off or pan out, right? Because he's not a cornerback. That's just fact. And we've learned that, some would say the hard way, having him out there. I mean, to his defense, he also had a hurt hand. He was a club too, right? Wearing the club. So, any secondary guy, man, having no hand, that's almost impossible to deal with. So
yeah, for sure. For sure. It's damn near impossible, man. But I agree. I agree. I think he does. Only for the simple fact, I mean, a lot of factors, but it's a money year. You know what I mean? It's a money year.
That's right.
And not only that, I think for as good as he's been so far and the potential he's shown, would it be fair to say that he has yet to give us a full, complete season?
Right. And that's why I feel the way I feel, bro.
I don't think that's unfair. I don't think that's unfair. I think, honestly, like, it's fair to say he has yet to give us that. Something complete, right? Where we can hold on and be like, oh, yeah, that full season, bro. Like, he did his thing. You know what I mean? There's always some missing time here, a couple stretches where he don't play as well as we want him to at certain times. So, and for as good, I 100% agree. So, that's your first player, Nate Hobbs. I like it. We'll stay secondary for me, right? And we'll go Trayvon Merry.
Right.
Trayvon Merry.
I was going to say this.
Right?
Yeah.
Look, for me, man, he has to have a breakout season. No ifs, ands, or buts. I think, honestly, from what he's been, I think he's gotten better for sure. But I have to state it how it is, man. So far, it's been disappointing, right? We can't sit here and say we didn't expect more when he came out, right? So we're not gonna completely, dump on the progress and say that the progress has not been good. Of course, he's been in, system after system, and that plays into it. But we honestly thought that the natural talent and instinct would be better coming out and just locating and getting the football. So I think, based on who they have in the room, based off what it looks like so far, it's like that the money has to be allocated to certain places. And as of right now, I don't believe if they had to make that choice right now, I don't believe that he's, top priority.
Right. Not at all.
Money concerns, right? I wouldn't believe that. So, and he's a safety. We see how the safety market goes. You know what I mean? The safety market is decreasing by the year. It's devaluing by the year. So with that in mind, you got to keep that and say he has to have a breakout to me. I mean, what would you say about that?
100%. We have a few players that really do need to play well. Like, seriously. I mean, I can think of a lot of breakout players. I mean, we might be on this section for a while, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk, because, I mean, we ain't even scratched the surface to the defense yet, and we only named 2 players. I mean, I can think of 5 just off the rip. So, we got that side and the offense. But yes, he's absolutely one of them. Again, for a lot of reasons, he's in a contract year, so we got to see what that does to him, how he's going, pan out, and what to expect, right? Because you got to remember, all of these things matter, man. When you're putting together a team, and that one dude is that rock star, and he's playing right for that next bag, you got to pair that up properly. You know what I mean? You can't let that go to waste. And these guys to understand that they're being closely evaluated. They have to understand.
Yeah, for sure. So we didn't gave 2 players so far, right? Nate Hobbs, Trayvon Merritt. We stayed in the secondary, which I like, because they definitely do. I saw a little comment from Chris right there. But getting to the chat, let's see what they talk about it, man. Yes, sir, man. Tap in, man. Tap in.
Already. You already know.
Already know. Hey, man. Give it. Hey, if you want a Raider rap, if you want me to be for real, man, y'all let me know, bro. I will do one. But I always said I got to do it right. It needs to be done correctly. All right. But if y'all want one, bro, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it right. We got to do it right.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. BZ, man, my guy in the building. What's the deal, man? What's the deal? Glad you're here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Chris says another Bennett slander show. No, wrong. We're not gonna do it, bro. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it like that. We ain't gonna do it like that.
We ain't going there, man.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna let him live today, man. We're gonna let him live.
I'm definitely letting Bennett live today. I mean, everybody knows he's got to play well.
We letting him live, bro. We letting him live. Raider Ben in the building. What's the deal, Raider Ben, man? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, good to see you, my guy.
Appreciate it. Pops, what up, Pops, man?
Hey.
In the building, man.
My God, big bro.
Yes, sir. Dark in the building, man. What's going on?
Salute.
Okay. Real quick, we're going to get to George's comment because he had one. He said Trayvon M is an excellent choice. Perfectly put. He's a second-round pick. We were excited for him. Exactly. He's a second-round pick. High expectation.
Got to produce.
Okay. So, now, here we go.
Yeah.
Second player for you, Turf. Who's your second player off the rip?
Are we staying on D or are we going all over?
You can go anywhere. You can flip-flop, really.
Well, I'm going to flip real quick because, again, I think this absolutely has to happen. Okay. And this is our guy, Zeus, man. Zeus has to ball out, bro.
I knew you were going to go there.
I knew it. To ball out, bro. He is absolutely going to be a focal point. Everyone expects him to carry the load. Everyone expects him to at least walk out of this year with a minimum of 4 yards of carry, right? That's the minimum. Anything under 4.0 yards of carry, I'm starting to say, I was wrong. I'll put it to you that way. I'll just say I'll say I was wrong for sure if this man can't average 4 yards of carry in the NFL.
Yeah, because I do expect some things from him this year.
Big
I expect
time.
him to be able to carry the load. You know what I mean? I expect him to be able to be the workhorse back this year. He ain't going to be exactly what Josh Jacobs was, but I do expect that you can be able to hand him the ball and he'll give you a steady production.
I expect 1,000 yards. I expect 1,000 yards, period. I mean, there's no question.
I agree.
He needs to break that barrier this year.
I agree.
And I don't care how he does it. I don't care if it's done in 3 games, 5 games. I don't care. He just needs to hit that mark.
That's a great point. I think 1,000 yards is very, very reasonable.
17 games? That's beyond
reasonable. That's I ain't going to sit here and say that's an unreasonable ask. That's definitely reasonable. I mean, that's why you get rid of Josh Jacobs, because you assume that he can at least get you 1,000. At least. You know what I mean? Even if it's 1,001. Right. Oh well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with that, because what does the other running backs have now? Let's calculate that. You know what I mean? Right. That's what we'll calculate. But I agree. We let go of arguably a lot of people's favorite Raider. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, shout out to Chris for sure. That's his guy. And he's right up there. Yeah, Leo too. Absolutely. Leo is another one. Absolutely loves Jake.
So if we gonna let him go, I 100% agree, bro. The spotlight on him. Spotlight on him. He got to get 1,000. So if we go from there, right? I'll stay on the offensive side.
Yeah.
And I saw my man John mention it, and I'm gonna have to put it on it. Put the spotlight on it, and this is my guy, but he needs it. Thayer Munford needs to have a breakout season, and y'all know that's
absolutely.
That's my guy. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's got to put the money, on the field. It has to happen. He has to lock down that spot. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
But if your guy O'Connell is going to thrive and execute, no ifs, ands, or buts, bro. This man
has to be on point.
This man needs a O-line that's reliable and at the same time, you know what I mean, can execute the job, bro. Thayer Munford is under heavy microscope. He needs to play well. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I agree, bro. I mean, he's definitely in a tough situation because the way I see it, anybody that's been deemed a starter without really like quote unquote earning that spot, right? And that's kind of why I had a problem. See, Chris, I have to bring him up, but that's why I've had the problem with Bennett because he got crowned that number one spot and then just disappeared. Mumford is getting crowned that number one spot. Bro, you can't disappear. You have to show up.
And I don't see the spot getting taken. Like, that's my thing. Like, I don't see his spot getting taken.
Well, the problem is who's going to take it, right? And
because that's my thing. Like, if they said Pete was going to be on the right, I'd be like, okay, it's a competition. Like, I know what it is. Yeah. But nobody's on that right except Glaze. And I don't foresee Glaze beating him out in camp. I don't see it.
He won't be ready. Yeah, he won't be ready.
Now, if he is, all power to the regime, of course. Right. Like, I'd be like, well, goddamn, like you found the gym.
Yeah, y'all did something.
Nothing else to speak.
Get a right tackle. Yeah, you get a right tackle in the draft that late, and they start.
What round was that? Third round?
Third? Fourth? It was third. Wait. Was it? No, it was fourth. It might have been fourth.
Let us know, Chad. Is DJ Glaze, Delmar Glaze, is he a third or fourth round pick? Look at, I know my man looking it up right now.
Yep, it was actually his third, 77.
Third round pick, bro.
Third round, so he's
starter. All power to the regime, man. All power. But at the end of the day,
rounder, you're not supposed to start in the third round.
Yeah, hey, this is 7th round dude that's getting the starting nod right now. 7th, and no lies, man. He needs to play well because look at our schedule out the gate. Look at what it is, bro. Like there's no rest when you start this season, bro. You got to go from the Chargers, and we all hate the Chargers, but at the end of the day, bro, you got to go against Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Then you turn around and go against the Ravens D-line. Then you got to play the goddamn Browns D-line. Like, bro, this is no joke. What you have to go against, bro. It's like, bro, there's no joke. And that's my guy, but at the end of the day, bro, the money got to be on the field, dog, because there's no fucking, like, there's no playing around, bro. When we get into
at all.
No playing around.
You are right, bro.
No playing around, bro. Like, if any of these quarterbacks are gonna survive that first week's gauntlet, like, or them first weeks, all that,
and
he has to play well or with O-line.
And that's where I'm nervous about these first 3 games because of exactly what you just said. I mean, preseason, if we're smart, we're playing everybody. I don't know if they're going to continue with this new school way of doing things. I think it's detrimental to the team, to the players themselves. I don't think you start getting them ready for the season during week 1. I think you do that in preseason like they've done in the past, right? I recall when I was growing up, ladies and gentlemen, that last preseason game, literally everybody played until like the end of the third quarter, middle of the fourth.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it used to rock. And just think about it. Your body needs to be prepared and ready for 17, now 18 weeks. And you absolutely cannot take off preseason and then think that we just going to jump into week one.
I agree.
I'd love to see the stats on that, though. Honestly, real talk, I'd love to see the stats on the teams that, literally sit everybody, but actually do well.
No, I agree.
Many
100%. I agree 100% because I don't think, especially when you got a team full of young people, young dudes, young people that are not proven 100%. Like guys like Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, and guys of stature have put some years in. Okay, I already know what that is. You know what I mean? They don't really need to play. Honestly, they don't. You keep Devontae out. Honestly, he wouldn't need to see no grass until week one. Max wouldn't see no grass until week one. Maybe a little bit of action, but not that much. Christian Wilkins, why does he need to be out there? You know what I mean? But guys like, like you just detailed, Bennett. You know what I mean? Guys like Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? Thayer Munford. Guys like this. I'm like, they gotta play. You know what I mean? Because they're not proven. They don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know what they fully are yet.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah. Put it like that, man. This offensive line got to play well, man. And shout out to my guy Cowtown in the building.
Cowtown is love Cowtown, man. Cowtown Luda. Yo. Tapping late. Shout out to the host and the rest of Raider Nation in the chat. Yes, sir. Good to see you, boss. Good to see you. We also got my other guy in the building, bro.
Tony.
Hour away, 40 minutes away from Omaha. My guy, Tony Shepard. What's up, my dude? Good to see you, man. Cheers.
Glad you can make it, man. Glad you can make it today for sure. Let's see. He said Cowtown says DJ Glaze was taken where he should have been considering what was available. Yes,
I agree. Okay. Great point.
Man. So, went from that, we got our second players out the way, right? So where are you going with your third?
Okay. This one may surprise some people. I think Colton Miller have a good year. I mean, this kid, I never understood why he was so coveted to begin with. I'm gonna just keep it all the way funky.
Damn.
I didn't think he was like the end all to be all, but everyone seemed to feel okay and felt like he was that guy. And he's been sitting on the sidelines. The difference is at least he's engaged. He's helping his teammates, et cetera, right? It's not the same thing as what I used to see when it came to Waller, back and forth on the sidelines every week. That used to drive me bonkers. I didn't see Miller in that light. But at the same time, bro, you still on the sidelines a lot, man. And, I mean, you are supposed to be the cornerstone of this offensive line. And I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all.